Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me today for this presentation. My name is Julia and I'm the president of wealthyhair.com. I'm so excited about this presentation because I've been wanting to do it for a long time because there's so much stuff which is mostly like secrets and not really good things that go on in the hair industry that nobody really talks about. And today you guys are going to learn all about the good, the bad, and the ugly. And once we're done, you'll be a much better customer. You'll know exactly what to buy, where to buy, and what questions to ask. So, buckle up and let's get started. For those that don't know about me, I'm actually from Kenya and I've been here in the US for about 15 years now. And I came here to go to college, pursue the American dream, and I really never thought I would end up selling hair, but it's been one of the best things I've ever done. And I'm excited every day to go to work and talk to exciting people, sell amazing hair, and I feel very, very blessed by what I do. So for me, selling hair is quite personal because sometimes I had really bad experiences in the past while I was trying to buy hair, and I know most of you can totally relate to this. Sometimes, buying hair is quite a tricky business because sometimes you might have a good experience and sometimes you might have the worst of experiences. Okay, the ugly truth. Okay guys, let's be honest. There's so many companies out there trying to sell hair right now. And the truth is, most of them are actually selling garbage. So it's always tricky trying to find out who is and who is not. And today, that's what we're going to learn. How to really tell if a company is authentic or if they're just trying to sell you garbage and take your money. But you know what? Let's take a time machine back to 2005. Yay! It's finally graduation time for me. Woohoo! I was so excited, guys. I had come here to achieve my American dream. And I'd finally done it. I had a finance degree in my hands and the sky was just the limit. So what I wanted to do was to really send some good pictures to my family in Kenya so that way they could be proud of me. So what I did was I saved $500, which back then was a lot because I'm a student. I had 2 jobs and just saving $500 and paying for college was a lot for me. So once I had saved up my money, I rushed to the beauty supply shop and asked the lady, I was like, hey, my graduation is coming up and just sell me the best hair that you have. So I remember the total came up to $358.49, which was, that was fine because I wanted the best. And sometimes you gotta pay for quality. And when I washed the hair so I could style it, I was totally in shock. I could not believe how tangled it was. Here is my whole point, guys, about the whole ordeal that I went through. I honestly lost my money and also lots of time because number one, I really didn't know if the lady that sold me the hair was a good virgin hair supplier. There was no way for me to know. I didn't have the knowledge. And number two, I couldn't tell if she gave me even if somebody gave me 2 types of hair and one was really good hair and one was crap, I really had no way to differentiate between the two. So like everything else in life, knowledge is always power. So let's talk about today's goals. Number 1, we're going to show you how to find a great hair supplier. And number 2, you're going to be able to determine if the hair that's being sold to you is actually high quality hair. Here is something, guys, that a lot of people don't know about our company. During the first 6 months, about 3 to 6 months, I lost about $50,000 because of bad quality and also hair suppliers saying they will send me the hair and never doing that even after I paid them. So it was really, really rough. And to be honest with you, I almost felt like giving up. Okay, guys, so let's get to the exciting part. Let's talk about how you can find the best supplier. I know right now there's so many companies out there trying to sell virgin hair. So it's really important for you to know exactly how to find the good ones. I know most companies are using words such as Remy, Temple Hair, Cuticle Hair, virgin hair, and most times it's not really being used correctly. So if you're like really trying to buy a virgin hair, or like you're new, it seems like you need about 2,000 hours of research just to filter out all the crap out there. So it can be quite frustrating. So I get asked so many times on a daily basis on what Remy hair is and what virgin hair is. So what is virgin hair? Virgin hair is hair that has not been chemically processed. And what does that mean? It means no relaxers, no perms, and no chemicals, and also no hair dyes. So that means when you're buying hair, it should be in the natural color of the hair donor. And that really gives you a lot of flexibility in how long the hair lasts, and also how well the hair takes the dye if you decide to go ahead and color the hair yourself. What is Remy hair? Remy means that the hair has all the cuticles healthy, intact, and they're all flowing in the same direction from the roots to the tip. This is especially important because it's going to really help your hair last a longer time and also help with the hair be tangle free. With wealthy hair, we usually achieve this by making sure all our hair is being harvested from a ponytail. And we'll discuss more about this in a little bit. So there you go. So let's talk about on how to go ahead and get a good hair supplier, because if you're going to be investing lots of money and time with hair extensions, it's important for you to know the qualities you need to look for when you're looking for a hair company, so you can be able to find somebody who can consistently provide you with good quality hair. The truth is, if a company is going to be selling you virgin hair, they should be able to really control the whole process of making that virgin hair very, very, very high quality. And the way you do that is making sure you're controlling from the first step when you get the hair from the donor to the last step when you sell it to the customer. So we're going to talk about what it takes for the hair to reach that point where it's coming from the hair donor to your hands, and see exactly how the hair company should be dealing and also controlling the entire process. So let's talk about the three major determinants of high quality hair. Number one is harvesting. Number two is fabrication. Number three is sanitization. So let's first look at harvesting. So harvesting is how the company collects the hair. I think it's very important for a company to be very transparent about this aspect, because if they're really telling you that they are selling you virgin hair, they should be able to tell you exactly how they're collecting the hair. Honestly, you guys, you will not believe how many companies say they're selling virgin hair, but they are actually selling what we call waste hair. And what that means is all the hair when you go to a salon and all the hair on the floor. Some people actually buy that hair. That's like waste hair from people, like, cutting other people's hair. I mean, it's pretty disgusting, I think. But some people actually do sell that hair to companies, and companies call it virgin hair. With our company, Wealthy Hair, we only collect hair from ponytails. And we also have a special division of employees that are very, very, very well trained, and they are only authorized to collect the hair and buy directly from the actual hair donor. So that really, really ensures hair quality, and we know exactly where we're getting our hair from because we're getting it from the actual source, who is the hair donor. I want to go ahead and show you guys how we do it over here at Wealthy Hair and exactly how we harvest the hair. As you can see, the hair is being harvested from a ponytail. And this is very important because you want to ensure all the cuticles stay in the same direction and they also stay intact until the next step. So let's talk about fabrication. Fabrication is really the company's wefting technique, and it's a very, very important step because it's going to reduce such issues such as shedding and also tangling, and it's going to also help your hair be able to blend in with the weave. So with Wealthy Hair, what we do, number one, before anything else, we always seal the hair weft. And we seal the hair weft with glue to avoid shedding. And then number two, we always weave the hair 3 times. And at the same time, we take lots of care to make sure that the weft is not too thick, so that way it remains thin. And whenever the weft is thin, it's going to help your hairstylist be able to do your weave faster. And at the same time, it's going to help you not really have those kind of, have you ever seen somebody with a hair weave, but it's all bumpy and it kind of looks like what's going on there? So whenever you have a thin weft, it's going to help the hair lay flatter and blend better with your own hair. So the next step is sanitization. And I'm going to tell you something that really nobody talks about in the hair industry, but you guys need to know. So some of the raw virgin hair that we collect and that each company collects, usually some of it has nits. And it's important, obviously, that the person that you're buying the hair from is removing them. And not only is removing them enough, but it's also removing them correctly, because you don't want them to use like really harsh detergents or insecticides, because that would really cause the hair to be damaged and you're going to end up with not a very high quality product. So, and I don't know if this has ever happened to any of you, but have you ever had your hair weave done and you could not stop itching because it doesn't matter what you did, you could just not stop itching? And that's usually because maybe the company that you bought the hair from used very harsh detergents, and the chemicals are like kind of seeping into your scalp also and causing you to itch. So anyway, with wealthy hair, what we usually do is, number one, we always soak the hair in apple cider vinegar, and then we shampoo the hair with organic shampoos, and then we will take a comb and we remove with our own hands every single knit. And that's the only way, because that's the only way to ensure. You have to use a comb and you have to do it. It's very time consuming, but it has to be done. But that's the only way to ensure that all the knits are gone and done with. And again, with our company Wealthy Hair, everything is done under our roof. So we're not like depending on other people to come and tell us that it's done or trusting somebody's word for it. We are doing the process ourselves. So let's talk about pattern creation. So one of the questions that you should be asking the hair company that you're buying your virgin hair from is how exactly they're creating all the beautiful patterns and textures that you guys see. And I'm talking about, you know, the body wave, the curly hair, the deep wave. Make sure that they're doing it correctly, because if they're like using relaxers or they're using perms on the hair, then they're really chemically altering the hair strand, and they should not call it virgin hair. With our company Wealthy Hair, what we do is to achieve the same kind of texture as the body wave, as you know, the island curly, which I know is very popular and lots of people love it, is we use very low temperature steam, and then we use it over a long time on the hair to allow the beautiful, you know, waves and curls to set on the hair without chemically altering the hair. So cuticle management. I know we briefly talked about the cuticles, but I wanted to go ahead and talk about it again, because this is the reason why the hair is either gonna tangle or not tangle. And I don't know if anybody has ever had this experience like I have. Have you ever like bought like really amazing looking weave and it's shiny, and then you wash it and then the hair tangles so bad? Usually it's because the cuticles are not intact and are really not there. And what they do is they will coat the hair with silicone and make it feel soft. So when you go to the hair shop and you're feeling the hair, it's super, super soft. But once you wash it, it tangles. So if ever a company is not able to answer this question on how they manage their cuticle, please don't even pause. Run from that hair company, because I can guarantee you, you will not be happy at all. So let's talk about the time in business. It's important for you to ask the hair company how long they have been in business. And this is because, honestly, guys, I've been in business for 8 years now, a little bit over 8 years actually. And I've seen so many hair companies go. And the reason is you cannot last in the hair industry if you don't have good quality. So I want to say if they've been in business for 5 years or more, maybe you can talk to them. If it lasts like 1 year, a few months, you don't want to deal with that company. And also ask them what their ratings are with the Better Business Bureau. With wealthyhair.com, we are rated A+, and that's very, very, very rare in the hair industry. So we are extremely proud of it. But you can either do your own research, maybe go on Google and look for the hair company, or you can directly ask them what their ratings are with the Better Business Bureau. If you also want to buy the hair from that company, another thing that you should ask them would be what percentage of their business is brought by referrals. The truth is, in this time now, if you have good quality hair, people are going to talk about you in social media. They're going to recommend your company to their friends and their family. So it's important for the company that you're buying hair from to have referrals, because that means they have good customer service and they also have good quality. This is a good one also. Are they able to provide references? If you're like really not sure, this should be the last step that you do. You can ask them, hey, do you have any hairstylist or any salon owner that buys from you and that I can talk to and assure me of your quality? And that's because, because with Wealthy Hair, we deal with so many hairstylists. I think we have over 12,000 hairstylists and salons that buy from us. And because, as you can imagine, hairstylists are exposed to so many qualities of hair. So if they can really vouch for you and say you have good quality, then you most likely do. So don't just take your word for anybody. Ask them if they have actual hairstylists and salon owners that buy from them and can talk to you about the hair quality. So it's also important for you to know how soon the company ships, because you don't want to place your hair today and then they don't ship the hair until 3 or 2 weeks later. So the best thing to do is always ask them, number one, what the cutoff time is and how they're going to ship it out, and also how long it's going to take to get to you. With our company, Wealthy Hair, we always ship. If you order by 4 p.m. Eastern Time, we will ship out your hair the same day. And also, we always ship with USPS priority mail, and that means you're going to get your hair in 1 to 3 days. Tender loving care, right, ladies? We all need it, and so does our hair. Anyway, we all know that whenever you're getting your hair, getting hair, that's part of you, that's part of your style, that's part of your, personality. So it's really, really personal. So I really feel like if you're going to be spending your money with a company, they should treat you with respect. They should be able to really just take you to a personal level and give you amazing, out of this world customer service. So, and the best way to do this, obviously, is you can always tell how a company is going to treat you by how they first talk to you, how soon they return your phone calls, are they able to answer your questions. So with Wealthy Hair, whenever you first come with our company, you will always get your own personal assistant, and she's going to really take you through the whole process of ordering your hair. You can always call or email her with any questions that you have. And we believe that's important because, as most of you guys know, one of the reasons why I started Wealthy Hair was because I had really horrendous experiences as a customer while trying to buy hair. So with Wealthy Hair, you can always, trust that you'll be treated fairly and also with lots of respect. So we're at the end of this presentation, and I want to thank you guys so much for joining me today. I really had a great time, and I'm really passionate about what I do, as you guys can tell. And I really worked hard to make sure that I gave you guys lots of inside information that nobody really talks about in the hair industry. Because at the end of the day, my goal here is to make sure you're purchasing really quality hair, and at the same time, you're saving lots and lots of money. So make sure you join me next time. I have another presentation that I'm gonna do that is gonna blow your mind, and it's gonna show you exactly how to test the hair that you're getting and to make sure you're getting the hair quality that you're paying for. So make sure you check your email, and you'll be getting another email very soon, and you can join me for another presentation, and you'll learn so much. So make sure you don't miss this presentation. It's so important, and I know you're gonna really be very well informed, and you're gonna enjoy it. In the meantime, you can always visit our website at wealthyhair.com, and you can also call us toll free at 1-855-500-4321. If you have any questions, I would love to answer them. And you can personally email me at julia@wealthyhair.com. I always check my emails every single day, actually multiple times a day. So email me and I'll personally reply to you. And maybe we can, if you have any questions, we can talk about it, and we can talk about it in another presentation. So thank you guys so much, and you all have a wonderful time.